right, we are starting, guys. We're starting. It's August. It's a hot crowd. Hot crowd. You can't see it, but it is a hot crowd. Oh no, you can see it. I should have said Silver. Don't film this part. Don't film this part. It's a hot crowd. August is always like this, just for the Internet Archive. August is always like this. Silver's been doing this for like 14 years. You can go back and check. It's true. And if you find that's not true, don't tell me. I'm clinging to this. Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm going to proceed as if everything was okay. Okay? But I understand why people are not here tonight. I get it. Because I don't know if you guys have been watching the news. This may be the last few weeks we have. Things are intense. I mean, Trump, Putin, World War III. There's a gay cheerleader now. Have you guys seen that? There's a gay cheerleader in Minnesota. And not like a regular gay cheerleader. Like this is like a gay cheerleader. Okay? Like it's a white Twinkie boy who dances like a black woman. Like he's gay. The fuck am I supposed to do with that? Huh? I thought we had a country, everybody. This is Minnesota. Okay? It's the land of 1,000 lakes, I think. Don't check that either. I don't know who cares. They never show cheerleaders on TV anyways, and I should know, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. Our whole thing when the team scores is you go fins up, and the whole point of it is it lifts the little skirt on the cheerleaders and you can see those big Latina booties. And they still won't put them on TV. Unless they do start showing this gay cheerleader a lot. Then you realize, like, well, maybe there is something to this thing. Because they never show the cheerleaders. They show the cheerleaders so little that I once went on a date with a chick who used to be a Ravens cheerleader. And it took me 5 minutes of Googling to find out she wasn't lying. Like, I had to keep going and going and going to find an actual picture of her on the field. All right. Although there's one time they show the cheerleaders, which is when a player gets seriously hurt, and they can't just keep cutting to commercial, and then they'll show the cheerleaders. So that does kind of suck if you're like, man, this is our season. We're going to really go somewhere. Oh my God, DeMar Hamlin just died on the field. And that is a gay guy. Wow, he is so gay. My whole fall and winter is ruined, and he is so gay. All right, I'm going to move on from that. Maybe you saw Trump and Putin had a meeting, and then the next day they had a meeting. They brought Zelensky, went to the White House, along with every European leader all at once. I saw people in the news saying that they were going to make sure that Zelensky wasn't bullied. I don't think that's how that works. Only the Prime Minister of Finland gets the power to just walk into the Oval Office if he wants to. It is kind of weird though. It's like if you ever, go on a break with a girl, and then she brings the entire political class of Europe over to get her sweater. All right, I'm gonna move on from that and never say it again. When Trump went to Alaska to see Putin, they did a B-2 flyover. And it made me think, like, how weird it is to be a B-2 stealth bomber pilot. We don't have a lot of those planes, which means we don't have a lot of those pilots, which means it's a pretty interesting life to be a B-2 pilot. Hey, what are you doing this week? All right, this week we're doing a 34-hour sortie. We're flying over to Iran. They've been working on a nuclear weapon for 35 years. We're destroying it. We're setting them back decades. That's pretty cool. That's pretty important. I'm goddamn proud to be an American. What are we doing next week? Okay, check it out. The evil former KGB president of Russia is landing in America. And we're going to fly overhead just to show him we can fuck you up at any time. Fuck yeah, dude. And what are we doing next week after that? There's a gay cheerleader in Minnesota, and he's playing a preseason game in Arizona. And we're going to fly over, so everyone's really excited to see you. It's like, oh. All right. Well, if America needs me to give up my kid's soccer game for that, I'll be there. All right. This is a kid joke. I got a 3-year-old, and now he's at the stage where he's just saying shit that I wish he wouldn't say to people. My wife was doing a phone call, or like a FaceTime call with my mother-in-law, and He just blurted out, Dad says I have to go to bed early or I'll have to wipe his butt. My mother-in-law was like, what? And I was like, nah, come on. Hey, you're missing the context. It's important context, which I will not give here. But there is an important context. And then I forgot I'm being recorded. And then the follow-up to that is about my mother-in-law, and I'm going to leave it there. Big crowd tonight. My mother-in-law's in it, so can't do that. All right. I don't know if you guys saw, there's a recall in place. There's Walmart is selling radioactive shrimp. Have you guys seen this? Walmart's got radioactive shrimp. They're advising people not to eat it. But I do think it's a sin to waste food. Have you seen the images coming out of Gaza? And we're going to throw away the shrimp? That's outrageous, guys. I will volunteer to eat the radioactive shrimp. On one condition. I need someone else to eat radioactive flamingo meat with me. Because I feel there's a chance I get cancer or a chance I get superpowers. And I want to have superpowers without having an antagonist. Okay? So either I get tumors or the ability to swim backwards. You might not think that sounds like a superpower, but go out in the ocean, try to swim backwards. You can't. It's impossible. And then, you know, the flamingo guy either gets cancer or the ability to stand while sleeping. But super. Or more likely, the ability to fly with one part of your body while the rest of your body hangs loose and limp, like a nutsack. I grew up in Florida. I've seen a lot of flamingos flying. That might be a very regional... They're like pests down there. They're the kangaroo of Florida. Everyone comes to see them. They're like, wow, that's amazing. I can't believe these things are here. And you're like, no, it's a 4-foot-tall bird. It's annoying as shit. All right. But when I do that in Tallahassee, that's going to fucking kill, guys. We are a fat country. We're a fat country, and I realize that that's true because I'm getting all these ads now. They're like Maha-based ads, and they're all using the same data points, right? They say, hey, back in the 1980s, French fries were fried in beef tallow. It's a Make America Healthy Again crew. I feel like maybe we should start with French fries. Hey, in this country, we used to have a healthy way of deep frying potatoes. We could pick other examples, like, was there a time period where raspberry flavoring came from raspberries instead of beaver asshole? Or like, maybe something more recent, like when you could get protein into food without crushing up crickets and serving it to me. Do you guys know that? There's crickets in 70% of protein-enriched food products in this country. Most protein bars are full of cricket. People are pulling out their phones. It's disgusting. You're eating crickets, and they've decided it's okay just not to tell you that. What else did I write down about that? Fries, yeah, fries is a weird thing. Also, in the 1980s, they used beef tallow to cook fries. I'm like one of the oldest people in this room. That means they stopped doing that before I was even born. Your pitch to me is you're going to take away fries that I love to replace them with something I've never had before? Or are you picking something we stopped doing 50 years ago to try and convince America to change their dietary habits? Hey, we used to have egg creams in this country. Delicious egg creams from the soda jerk. And we got to get back to it. Just like the 80-year-old man's childhood. All right, I got to work on that one, guys. That's something I got to work on. I'm going to finish with this because I'm trying to hit at least 10 p.m. tonight. What is, anyone here ever get suspended back in high school, middle school? Ever get suspended? Yeah? What's the most ridiculous thing you guys ever got suspended for?
Super gluing the keys, the key lock to all the doors, the keyhole to all the doors.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's destruction of property. That's a perfectly fine reason to suspend someone. Anyone else?
Stab someone.
That is, you should be suspended more than suspended. Don't do that in DC. They got a new cop force up there that will probably not do anything about it. I always got suspended because another kid ate grass. So there's this fat kid named Alec, and one morning as school was starting, he was like, man, I wish I could get out of here. That new Fable game just came out. And I thought about updating that joke to a game that is more recent, that's not 30 years old, but You know, it felt insincere. I had to pick something that people would know what it was, and then it'd be me up here like, hey, he said, I gotta get out of here. I was in high school, and he said, I gotta leave. Madden 2022 just came out. It's not gonna work for me. He said, I wanna get out of here, and I said, well, just pretend you're sick, man. He's like, yeah, but they won't let you go home unless you throw up. I said, well, just force yourself to puke. And he said, I can't. I've been trying all morning. I can't make myself throw up. I pull my hand out before it happens. Light bulb above my head. I said, hey, buddy, how about this? You should go outside and eat some grass. So every time my dog's at home and he wants to throw up, he goes outside, he eats some grass, he pukes everywhere. He's like, you should go outside and eat some grass. And he does. Goes outside, gets a big handful of grass, chews it up, swallows it, just pukes all over the side of the trailer we're having class in. This is 20 years ago. As if they don't have the trailers anymore. So there's the teacher, the homeroom teacher comes out and goes, oh my God, did you just throw up in the trailer? He goes, yeah, I think I should go home. I'm feeling pretty sick. And the teacher's like, yeah, you probably should. And one of the old ladies helping the buses come in comes over and goes, he just ate grass. That fat kid just ate grass. Don't let him go home. He ate grass. And he said, you ate grass? I went, I ate grass. They said, get the fuck in the trailer. Don't eat grass. So I laughed. We go to their homeroom. Go on the rest of the day. We get to lunch. I got to him, how you doing, buddy? He said, man, I don't feel so good. I think I feel sick from eating grass. I said, yeah, you should probably go home. He's like, what's the point? Half the day's over. I said, yeah, but half the day's still here. You should get some grass. It's like, and I said, you should get some grass. Goes outside, grabs some grass, comes in, lifts the bun on his chicken patty sandwich, puts some grass on it, starts eating his chicken patty sandwich, eats a big mouthful of grass, pukes all over the table in the cafeteria. Quite a commotion, I can assure you. Everyone runs away, everyone screams, right? I'm sitting there laughing my ass off. Everyone comes over, cafeteria workers and all that, come over, they're so, oh my God, you should go to the nurse's office, this is unbelievable. Homeroom teacher is one of the cafeteria monitors that day. He comes over and goes, what's up here? Did you eat grass? Cafeteria worker goes, Mr. Carr, what do you, oh, I shouldn't say it. It's fucking 20 years ago. Mr. Carr, you shouldn't say that. And he pulls the bun off and there's a big pile of grass on it. So he gets sent back to class. Period later. I know I had class with this guy. So on the way to class, I go outside to get a handful of grass. Stuff it in my pocket. Go into class. Take a seat next to him and go, hey man, check it out. Look under the desk. I got you something. It's a little grass. He's like, I don't know, man. I really don't feel good. I feel sick. And I was like, hey, there's no fucking way Mr. Carr's going to be here this time. He has class right now. You should just, I don't know, maybe an idea, light bulb. You want to go home, maybe, I don't know, eat some grass. Eat some grass? You'd eat some grass? He eats some grass. You know what happens? This is unbelievable. He throws up. He throws up because I'm sitting next to him. It's a little too close to me. And so, I had to get out of the room too because now it's a small room, there's puke in it. Go out in the hallway. Everyone goes out in the hallway because someone just threw up in a small room. Turns out I was wrong. Mr. Carr did not have class at that time. In fact, he was doing a volunteer shift up at the office. And I'm just going to quit here, guys. I'm going to quit here because I forgot the end. I forgot the end. And you know why? Because there's a fucking hurricane coming, okay? And you know what that hurricane is called? The fucking Vikings gay cheerleader, and it's ruining my life! I'm sick of it! Only men should do that! This is true. I was practicing an act out for that Vikings cheerleader joke, and I was like upstairs looking in my mirror, and I got my arms out twice, and I was like, nope. Never doing that again. Too gay. Alright. Are you guys ready to start the show? I've done my best. I've fulfilled my time. I am going to bring your very first comic up to the stage. Your next comic, this guy. Wow. He was here when an attractive young woman started coming up the stairs, made eye contact with me, grimaced, and left. And then he left. So, but now he's back. So I'm going to go downstairs and see if I can shoot my shot. Everybody put your hands together for Josh Ward. We're gonna keep this thing moving. Your next comic is a psychologist, actually. What an interesting night for her so far. Your next comic, she loves to listen to men talk about their problems, which is why she loves coming here. Everybody put your hands together for Jordan Phipps.
Monty gave me a high five and it hurts really bad. Were you guys told in elementary school that there's a dent in this microphone and it's making me giggle? Okay, do you guys remember in elementary school when people would be like, if you yell at plants, it'll make them grow? Like in science class? Yeah. Wrong, it hurts their feelings. Look it up. It's true. Corn has ears. How else would we get the weeping willow? Think with your brains. I think we should all just be nicer. I do love nature. I bought a geode from my friend. Does everyone know what a geode is? A big rock. Woo! A big rock. Giant, pointy. I buy it for my friend and we go to the bar. And it's giant. They're looking through my purse. They like glance at the rock and then they're like, you're good. They let me through the bar with a big rock, but they take away my pepper spray. There's no ladies here, but I think fellas could use this information too. Let's start taking rocks to bars. Let's David and Goliath those motherfuckers. Self-defense rocks! My favorite kind of kid are the ones that they don't know they're gay yet because they don't have those feelings, but everybody else knows. There's signs. There's definitely signs, like the little boys that play dress up, the little girls that wear shorts underneath their dresses because they cartwheel and man spread. And usually those kids are friends. My little brother, he has a perfume collection, and he's 10. He's a 10-year-old little boy, very 10-year-old. He sprays it all over like how you fellas did in your locker room in the 6th grade, except his is an Axe body spray. It's Coco Chanel. This stench is designer. And meanwhile, when I was his age, I hated baths so much, my parents would beg me to put on deodorant. Because I'd be like, Mom, Dad, that's my stench! It's primal. It's true, the allegations are true. I do like girls, but I've given up. I don't know where, oh yeah, so the reason I gave up, I made a whoopsie doopsie, and I'm dyslexic. Instead of the LGBT club, I joined the BLT club. Delicious, but instead of dykes, I got dukes. I don't like mayonnaise. A, more like B. I'm seeing this guy right now, and I was being very cutie pie. I had the hiccups, so I gave him a little, I'm trying to be cute. And he says, girl, you have a goofy ass hiccup. And I said, yup. And that was the joke. That was me doing a really bad goofy impression. We're working on it. Everyone, this is your reminder to clean underneath your toilet seat. It gets pretty gross down there. Let's be responsible adults, because like the last thing you want is you lift that bad boy after like a year and you see clean me written, and you just have to think like, who did that? Who wrote that? Did they write it in with their fingers? I really hope they wrote it with their fingers instead of their penis. Oh man, I flew by those. I was talking to a guy at the bar, and he was like, Jordan, my friends and I can run a train. I met a conductor! Yes, finally! And he told me he was gonna let me blow his whistle. I was gonna hop in the caboose. I was so excited. He told me Thomas was gonna come. I was so excited. So I pull up to the station. It didn't look like a train station, which was weird. And then I get there. There's no choo-choo trains. Just guys looking at me with boners. Did you guys know that that's a sex position? Fuck me, I guess. No, not boner, a train. That's been my time. Yay!
Jordan Phipps, everybody. Give it up for Jordan Phipps. Oh, no, you go hard. Yeah, no, it's fine. Jordan Phipps brought up the kid who doesn't know he's gay yet. There was a kid like in our middle school, but all the signs were there. He had a briefcase and a sun umbrella. Yeah. It was a designer briefcase, so not only was he gay, he was upper class. I had a buddy in high school who didn't know he was gay, but he brought me down here to Richmond when I was 15 to go to Chop Suey and buy him a gay porn magazine called Bear Magazine, because Kevin Smith was being interviewed about a movie in it. And he's like, I just love Kevin Smith as a director. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Just don't open it while I'm in the car, dude. All right, that's a little trip down memory lane with me. Your next comic hates gay people. In fact, I just went to a NASCAR race with him. He said, if you bring any gay people near me, I will beat the shit out of them. And I was like, I just asked if you wanted another beer. And he's like, yeah, but don't bring gay people around me if you give me a beer. And I was like, that's not even, I wasn't offering. What are you talking about? And he's like, I just want my feelings known. Notorious homophobe, Pat Logan.
I said all of that. Jacob did come to a race with me. He brought his kid, and his kid's a comedian too. His kid roasted the shit out of me because I have a big pimple right here, and the entire 2 hours, all his kid kept doing was going, boo-boo, boo-boo. I'm like, learn some manners, you fucking asshole, all right? Yeah, I went to a NASCAR race. I'm gonna school you guys on some new NASCAR information. I know you guys don't know this, but there is a woman driver in the NASCAR Truck Series, and her name is Kade Wonders. Yes, and she's also a Victoria's Secret model. So she made history in two ways. One is she's the first Arab American woman in the NASCAR series. She's also the first ever woman driver that doesn't look like a lesbian. So I'm a big fan of her. And I think it's a real progressive thing for me to root for a woman in NASCAR. It's real exciting. You know, in the beginning you're like, fuck yeah, Tony Bridinger, badass Victoria's Secret model, is about to start this race. And then 20 laps in, you're like, well, she is driving. She's driving the car. She's still in the car. It's hard rooting for a woman NASCAR driver because, you know, you want your driver to win, right? You know. But I do like watching her. Like, when she's on the track and as soon as she gets out of the truck and takes her helmet off, best NASCAR driver. What I'm saying is she's a smoke show off and on the track. The car's smoking. I heard a laugh, but I don't think that was for me. I think people are having a conversation downstairs. Tony Bridinger, super hot, very cool, awesome. Really would like to get an infield pass next time. All right. Also, Frankie Muniz is a NASCAR Truck Series driver. Did y'all know this? Y'all know Frankie Muniz? We all know him from Malcolm in the Middle. On the track, they call him Frankie in the back of the pack. Frankie's 10 laps down. Frankly, he's very slow, but he is faster than one driver. You guessed it, Tony Bridinger. All right. Hey, what's up, girl? All right now, go. All right now, don't put that. Hey, that's called the stank booty dance when you come out of the bathroom. Let me smell in there. Let me smell in there. It smell like roses, baby. All right, hell yeah. That's just. I said it smelled like cocoa butter in there. That's all. It smelled like. Heck yeah. Don't go in there. Do not go in there. I thought I was thinking it up here, but it won't be. It won't. Anyways, I went to the urologist last week. Yeah, that's the bladder doctor. And the doctor asked me to pull my pants down. So I pulled my pants down. And then he started talking to me. And the nurse turned around and looked in the corner. And I'm thinking, did he actually ask me to pull my pants down? Or did I just think that? Am I standing here looking stupid? He continues to talk to me, touching my stomach and stuff. And I'm like, I don't think he asked me to pull my pants down. And guys, I've never been happier when a man started touching my balls. Like,
My buddy Pat don't like that shit.
yeah.
Not for him.
Anyways, I thought I had a urinary tract infection because I was doing some naughty things in the bedroom. And I rushed to urgent care. I was rushing so much that I entered into the exit. I'm like, I can't do that. That's what got me here in the first place. You know what I mean, dude? Butt sex. I really wish I was killing it up here. Yeah. This is, where'd the shit girl go? Can you come back and make something interesting again? Let me just fan it. All right. I'm dating a girl. I really like her. She's really funny. She just has a really, really naughty sense of humor. Sometimes we joke around stupid stuff, and she'll be like, Patrick, do we have Down syndrome? And I'm like, no, sweetheart. Just you. Anyways, Jacob taught me everything he knows about homophobia. Thank you. My name's Patrick Logan. Good night.
What Pat said is true, but his student has become the master sort of situation. He is way more homophobic these days. He's just like so good at it now. That was Pat Logan. Everybody give for Pat Logan. Pat Logan just got booked Saudi Arabia. He's at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. It's a big deal. That's pretty impressive. Pat's going down there to be featuring with comics like Tom Segura, Bill Burr, Carlos Mencia, Bill Cosby, Woody Allen, Pat Logan. A real murderer's row, guys. So if you want to check that out, just get your passports in order and don't be Jordan. Because you're a woman, and that's a big deal over there. That's a big deal over there. Right, Pat?
Yes.
Yeah, boys are for fun, girls are for family. Let's move on. Oh, you want me to move on? Okay. Your next comic. This guy's been on a hot streak lately. He's best when he's antagonizing Monty, so I'm gonna go get him. Everybody, put your hands together. Or not. For Louie Carroll.
No, he's my friend. I wanna roast him. What's up, home sweet home? Woo! Or I'm gonna do something a little different since you've all had my jokes. So I'm gonna tell a joke. Well, just listen to what I have to say. I'm gonna tell a joke and then I'm gonna have you guys rate my joke. What? Fuck you, Calvin. Anyway, fuck you, Patrick. Anyway, I'm gonna tell a joke, and then you get to rate my stage presence and the joke, and then tell me why it sucks or it's good. All right? We get the rules. Does everybody get the rules?
Yeah.
All right, Danny, what's the rule?
we get to rate your stage presence after your bit.
And also the joke, and tell me if it's a good joke or a bad joke, or like why it's a good joke or a bad joke.
All right, it's a full minute. So.
A full minute? It's fine. It's fine. I don't like Santa, right? I don't.
Bad premise.
It's a bad joke.
I don't like it. He brings joy to children.
It's August.
It's August.
Also, that joke, black kids get gifts too. Like you say that white kids only get gifts.
Yeah, but it's like white privileged kids. Like it's always like on
Black kids
TV.
get gifts too. You say white privileged kids. Black kids get gifts.
That's not the punchline, stupid.
No, that's not. You can't ask for a critique and then be a bitch about it.
No, it's a setup. I haven't even finished the joke.
Yeah, but the point is, black kids get gifts too, not just white kids. So the point doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but all right. What if I said?
If you had good stage presence, you wouldn't be able to bully you like this.
All right. All right. I'm gonna do.
You literally asked for it.
You're right. The punchline is iffy, so all right. I'm gonna do the second one.
Take off the bandana. Who said that?
Shut up, fucking. Eat your fucking sandwich. Oh, I'm sorry. I asked for this. I'm sorry.
No, that one was good. I like that one. You reestablished stage presence.
All right. I'm getting stage presence. That's good. All right.
I like giraffes. Don't fuck with them.
That's an old joke. Shut up.
Okay, I didn't know.
I'm sorry. I asked for this. All right. I'm gonna do. This is a new joke. I need help with this. We all familiar with fortune cookies, right? We've all been to a Panda Express. We know what a fortune cookie is. Nobody ever believes what a fortune cookie says, right? Like, come on. Like, what type of idiot believes a fortune cookie?
Chinese people, there's a billion of them.
They don't believe fortune cookies. They
Why
don't
do they
think
keep making them?
it's fucking. I don't know, but I don't think they believe in it.
We buy them.
Yeah, I don't think is fortune cookies a thing there, like it is like here with Panda Express.
Hey, they base how many kids they have off the lucky number. Okay, they believe it.
This was a bad idea. Like, this was... All right, let me try to finish the joke, and then I kind of have like a setup. All right, so yeah, fortune cookie. Nobody ever believes what a fortune cookie says, right? You know how I get my fortunes? Cloud watching. If I see a cloud that kind of looks like a bunny, I'm gonna have a good day. But if I see a cloud that kind of looks like divorce papers, and that's where I am with the setup. Like, so, anybody have a punchline?
I don't want to get yelled at.
Well, shut up then. Alright,
The
okay.
problem is cultural. I don't know if that's real for you or not.
Well, I was thinking that is. But honestly, it could be. It could
I mean,
be.
where you come from, I think seeing a cloud in the sky is like really good luck. That's not me. It's the fucking globe. It's our work.
It is. I'll take it. I was actually thinking about that. Like, maybe they think I actually cloud watch to fucking find fortunes. So, that makes sense. How many minutes do I have? I want to try maybe a few more.
You get 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Alright. I'm trying to punch up this joke. So, people need to get better at communicating information, right? People need to get better at communicating information. Like, we all know this. We all know you learn the alphabets to get better at eating pussy, right? We all know this. There is nothing on fingering. I think when it comes to fingering, you should learn gang signs. Once you get better at that, you graduate to shadow puppets. Like, what do you guys think?
I like that one.
Yeah, anybody have like a funnier line that I could like follow it up with?
I think it'd be better if you learned Braille or Morse code.
Yeah, but like I've heard.
Like dot dot M dash dot 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 M dash hook click dot dot.
Yeah, but I've heard Carlton do the Braille thing.
What about like sign language?
Carlton
I used
the concept of Braille.
Yeah, I used to do sign language instead of gang signs, but like it wouldn't hit as much.
You could like pass it. You could do like you could start like arguing or something. You should do shadow puppets then gang signs.
I feel like shadow puppets hits harder.
Okay, then fuck you. Why are you asking for advice?
Why are you being catty?
You guys, we're all just yelling at him that he's stupid and sucks. Go ahead, give it a try.
Oh yeah. Try it, try it, try
You're
it.
stupid and you suck.
You're sucking.
Shut up!
Whoa! Come on, it's rude.
Alright, I'm joking,
How
I'm
can you
joking.
heckle the audience, man?
I know, I'm not a real
That's like the
comic.
first rule, never heckle the audience.
He's right! He's right, he's right, he's right.
And you asked me.
Yeah.
This guy's stupid and dumb. He's not good.
Yeah. I
And he's
feel,
not very smart.
yeah, I know, I feel stage presence, I know it's.
No, I'll tell you what. Give this guy a joke. We won't interrupt. You give him a joke. Go.
Oh, alright, alright, I have this one, do you have a kink? Like any kink that you don't have to deceive ya.
Just asking.
I am, alright.
Why do you want to know so bad?
Cause it leads up to my joke, alright.
Well, let's say I do. Let's say I do. Let's say I like piss play or something. I don't know.
Like, alright, peace
Let's say I
play.
like that.
Alright, good for you. Well, for me, like, I don't know, that's not really for me, you know? Like, let me tell you what my kink is. Like, I like to have some whimsical sex, you know? Yeah, like, pegging isn't really for me. I'm more of a snow globe in the ass type of guy.
Okay? Yeah?
Yeah, so, like, I don't know what to follow that with. I don't know what to follow that with. Does anybody have a tag?
Why did you start with Santa and end with putting a snow globe in your ass?
That was 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's called a set. It all supposed to go together.
I mean, it's a present then. It's a Santa little present. Alright, that's been my time here for Jacob McFadden. This was fun.
Let's go that motherfucker didn't talk shit about giraffes this time. Hey, my man, I have to ask real quick. He asked you for like any random fetish,
Yeah.
and your initial, like your first wave thought was like, let's say I'm into kid play. Is that what you said? Kid?
Piss play. Urine.
This is going to be the only situation in my life where piss play is the better answer.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
could be shit.
Whew, I thought you wanted to be dressed like a baby and spanked. I'm so glad you just rather have someone pee in your mouth. All right, well, let's move on. Hey, your next comic is known for his enlarged bladder. This guy, they call him the Big Tank, everybody. Put your hands together for Seph Smith.
Drowning in your comedy, man.
I hate pissing. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I just want to tell you guys a story about a guy I saw. You ever see somebody and just think, man, what a fucking badass, you know? I saw a guy the other day, fucking badass. He was driving a truck. Tell a lot about a guy by what he's got on the back of his truck. Starting out, he had a Punisher skull on the back of his truck, but it had blue stars in it. That means he believes in law and order. If you're breaking the law or you're out of order, he will punish you. This is a departure from the original Punisher, who was not really following the law at all. He was just going around killing people, but this guy respects the law. He had a sticker on his truck that said, "We the people." I think those were his pronouns. He had, you might wonder, what about this guy's diet? Is he watching his health, trying to have a low sodium life? No, he's all about that salt life. You know? And you might be thinking to yourself, could I tread on this man? I got some advice for you. Don't. I don't know what'll happen, but there might be a venomous snake involved. And one thing about this guy that I thought was really interesting were his values. One thing this man valued, beverage insulation. He had a Yeti sticker on his truck. It's not about that bullshit insulation. He wants to keep the hot, hot, cold, cold. Long time. That's what this guy was about. Fucking badass. And here we are. Yeah, well, I didn't know how long that was going to take, so where are we at, Jacob?
Coincidentally, Seth is selling every one of those stickers out of his fanny pack in 5 minutes.
I'm a pocket man.
You got 2 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that went by quick.
What other stickers did he have? Was it 5 o'clock somewhere?
No. But, what was it? We were talking about animals. That guy earlier was talking about animals. I'm going to tell you guys a story about a snake. I have a snake. His name's Mortimer. Very gentle, docile snake. I've had him for like 16 years. He just won't fucking die. I thought it was like getting a fish, but like apparently they live for 30 years. But I used to have another snake named Zool. And Zool was fucking crazy. I gave her away because she would like strike the glass when you walked by, try to kill you. Anyway, she was a big ass fucking boa constrictor. And anyway, one time I was at the bar with my buddy, and we got really drunk, and as we were leaving the bar, we got into some shit talking with some guy who was outside the bar. I don't know who started it. Had some words back and forth. Eventually we got in our cab, went home. When we got home, everybody at my apartment was hanging out. My roommate, her boyfriend, their friends, bunch of people, everybody's drunk playing poker, we're drunk, having a good time. All of a sudden the door burst open, and it was the guy that we were talking shit to outside of the bar. He had followed me home and thought he was going to come into my house and beat somebody up. And I do jiu-jitsu, my friend did jiu-jitsu, my other friend had a gun, I have like swords and shit, and a lot of things that we could probably murder this guy with. And everybody kind of barricaded the door. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go get the snake. So I went back to my room and got my boa constrictor. And luckily it didn't bite me then. And I got everybody to get out of the way. And I was like, hey, buddy. And the dude was in the doorway looking all mad. And then all of a sudden he was like this. And the snake started stretching out towards him, flicking his tongue in his face. And I started backing him up into the doorway. And anyway, as soon as he crossed the door, I was like, all right, man, have a good night, and then fucking shut the door. Anyway, that's my time. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Seph Smith, everybody. The man owns a dangerous snake.
He owns a dangerous snake, so Clapper, you'll be fed to the snake. I hope your snake's fucking hungry. I grew up in Florida, this is true. We used to just catch snakes and throw them at girls in the neighborhood. That's real. That's a thing we would just do, and it was like flirting. Like to the point, a couple weeks ago, I caught a snake in my backyard, and my wife was so impressed, and my son was standing there, and he was so impressed, and every urge of my body was like, throw the fucking snake at her, dude. Throw the snake at her. You love this world. Throw the snake at her. And I didn't, but I did throw it over her head into the woods. Because it's a snake, it fucked up. All right. Seth brought all the stickers in the back of a truck. It reminded me of a story about 5 years ago. I was in a parking lot at a Walmart. And I was getting out of my car, there's a guy going out to his truck, and in his truck, he's got a bumper sticker on the back that says, gay. And we kind of like got too close to each other, so I had to say something. I was like, hey man, that's cool, I appreciate the gay sticker. It's cool that you're gay. And he looked and went, what the fuck? Fuck that, god damn it! Hey, thanks, brother. And squeezed my shoulder so hard I got a bruise. So in the end, I was the gay one. All right. I only like to tell stories where I win. Next comic coming to the stage, Wowie Zowie. A lot of people know him as Louie Carroll's punching bag. This guy has been a straight up bitch ever since his buddy Tyler moved away. Everybody put your hands together for the Rhinestone Cowboy, Monty Giles.
I saw a car accident earlier today. It was over in Jackson Ward, and okay. Never mind. I saw a car accident, and it was bad. Like the person spun out and popped the curb and shit, and they didn't get out. And I don't know CPR and I don't know first aid, so there was nothing I can do about it. And that was such a relieving feeling for me. I felt so good about that, because it was who has the fucking time? You know what I'm saying? I had nothing to offer that, so I could just go on about my day. if I knew how to do CPR, that'd be one thing, but you know, if I would, like, that'd be fucked up if I went up and was like, hey, are you okay? And they're like, no, and I was like, well, that sucks, you know? Like, God forbid, like, if I knew how to do something, like, if I could have, like, shook them and then been like, I don't know, I think that's what you do. Actually, that's what you should do if you don't know shit. Just go there, cause chaos, and be like, I don't fucking know, dude. Feigned ignorance. I think that's what housewives call it. I like to do this thing where I get high and I listen to music and I pretend that the song's about me. So I'll listen to like love songs and be like, wow, R. Kelly's really in love with me, you know? And then I feel bad because I'm like, damn, I lied to him about my age. That's gonna be hard to come out with. I don't know. And then I listen to breakup songs and I'm like, Stevie Wonder, how fucking could you, dude? We were so I loved you. You were blind. I totally didn't even acknowledge that until now. You think it's fucked up to like not acknowledge someone's blind until you break up with them, or until they break up with you?
Yeah.
Like you're like.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, they can probably use help getting around the house when you're dating.
Well, yeah, but like you do it. You just think that they're like needy. You know what I'm saying? You just think that they're like, they have an anxious attachment style. That word's been getting, real quick, anxious attachment style has been getting thrown around a lot lately, and I don't get it. But people, it's so weird. I don't like people who professionally date. It's fucking weird. Like poly people, they're like Ben Shapiro's of dating, you know what I'm saying? Because they're like, yo, our rules don't care about your feelings, you know? It's really strange how they but anyway, people are like, oh, you love someone and like you tell them you love them, ooh, you're codependent. And it's like, well, what? Like, maybe, yes, maybe you are codependent. Maybe just because it's multiple syllables doesn't mean it's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that bullshit? Like, I'm with this girl, right? And like, I think she's like the love of her, like my love at like first sight type shit. I can't say that until like 10 years down the road, because otherwise I'm a freak, you know? And then 10 years down the road, she'll be like, bitch, that's just some shit you're saying just because you want some pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's all, the game's stacked against us, that's what I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, this shit is fuck. It's funny, after this, we went on an SVU streak lately, and it's funny, it's really funny watching SVU with your, cause like every time Rape says, I look at her, and I'm trying to make sure she's okay, I guess, but I feel like it's fucked up, cause we make eye contact when Rape comes up, you know, and we had to stop like cuddling, cause like it's SVU, and it's like we're cuddling and her ass is on me, and I get hard, you know, while Elliot Stabler's like beating up a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, actually that'd be a right time to get hard. If it was like, during like the first thing when they like, Dick Wolf, what's up with that guy? Can we talk about Dick Wolf? Richard Wolf? Richard Penis Wolf? It's really weird how he just comes up with shit. You can really tell an SVU episode, like what Dick Wolf is going through in his life. Cause like, I just watched one where it was like, a wife was dating this man and like set him up to, huh?
A wife was dating this man?
Yes, it's called cheating. You'll find out about it. You'll learn all about that. Anyways, I watch a lot of SVU. I take joy in SVU because, you know, it's fun. I don't want kids. I've never wanted kids. So like it's funny to me. Not when they get, you know, SVU'd, but like I don't like when they get SVU'd, but like it is captivating. Like it is. I'm like, babe, look, we gotta watch this. We gotta see what happens with this rape. You know what I'm saying? And she's on board. And isn't that what love's all about? It's just taking horrible concepts and making them time to spend together. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine how that was syndicated, how much that was on TV? Imagine if you were a victim of assault and you're like, oh, I have the month off of work. I just want to like bathe myself 50 times and watch TV, and then in a world where shit happens to you. You know what I'm saying? That's prices. You can't switch the prices, right? I have things about Prices Right too. Bob Barker, they should have ended that shit there. You know, Drew Carey, whose line is it anyway? Who's running whose line is it? A lesbian now? No. Whose lick is it anyway? See? See, you're putting hateful thoughts in my head because you want to be diverse. That's a terrible way to rationalize. Did I just got warped into by a racist man? That'd be cool. I don't know. What was I talking about? I don't want kids. Yeah. My ex wanted kids, and it's funny. Anytime I've dated a girl who wanted kids, I treat it like their imaginary friend. I'm like, oh, they'll grow out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, they just want someone to talk to, and I'm just worried about the world. You know, I think dragging like existence out of nothing and being like, one day you're gonna find out you die, and like that sucks. You know, and then that's gonna be, and then you come to bars, you know what I'm saying, and you're like, oh yeah, that's great. But that's the beauty. We say that, but then you go, but brother, you're gonna lay down later, and you're gonna fucking jack your dick, and then lay in your spooge and be like, oh fuck, dude, I only have like 100 left of these. You know what I'm saying? Right?
How did you know he was gonna do that? Yeah, you got a fucking camera.
How do I? You look like you're salt of the earth. You're wearing a bowling shirt. You know what I'm saying? I feel like. You lay on your back to masturbate. Yes? Hell yes, brother.
Normally you gotta do that when someone pisses in your mouth.
Well, so see, now you're trying to be funny because I read you. It's okay. We all masturbate, brother. Who raise your hand here if you masturbate? Silver, can you please? No, I wasn't asking if you to please be honest. I was asking you to turn the camera for a moment of truth, but no, it's fine. Alex Silver was like, fine, fuck it, I do beat my dick, whatever, Monty, it's fine, I record it. Silver, I would love to take a dip in your archives, brother. I would love to swim around in your archives. I don't know, I'm gonna go watch SVU with my girlfriend. I love you guys, bye.
Monty Giles, everybody. Monty Giles. Sometimes when you do this, you reveal a lot about yourself on stage. Like when Monty looked at an entire room full of people and said, hey guys, don't you think anxious attachment styles are coming up a lot lately?
Yeah. Okay.
And an entire room full of people went, no. That was an exclusive phenomenon. I will tell you though, Monty is right about SVU, which is still going. It just entered season 31.
I know, we're starting a podcast.
My dad just had surgery, so last Thursday I was sitting in the hospital with him at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, and the only options on TV are Drew Barrymore or Law and Order SVU. Now, look, I don't know how you guys have relationships with your dad, but sometimes after we get through like the weather and basic stuff, it's hard to come up with stuff to talk about. So usually we sit around and comment on what's on TV. But about 35 minutes into the detective saying we found semen in the 4-year-old's panties, I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go home. I have a 4-year-old and I need to check his panties. This show has made me very paranoid. He walked by a park once and I think he's been assaulted.
You know the funny thing about like Law and Order 2? It's like I don't really like SVU. I don't like Criminal Intent.
Oh yeah, Criminal Intent. Like that's bullshit. Yeah.
It's really weird to be like, oh, I like the rape one the most. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah. Well, because the SVU, it's like sometimes the guest star who's the victim is hot, and you're like, this is fun.
It was just Jeremy Irons.
Well, I won't want to fuck Jeremy Irons, but you do you, man. You're a younger generation. You guys go both ways. That's fine. And you know, he played Scar, so that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a celebrity. All right, let's keep this thing going. Your next comic, this guy, he never wanted to fuck Scar. I can't say whether or not he wants to fuck Jeremy Irons. Everybody, put your hands together for Evan Fagan.
You could have just watched Drew Barrymore.
Hey, we're not gay, dude. We're gonna watch daytime TV.
My attachment style is Velcro.
We're past that.
They say that when somebody's doing something really good, that they're doing the Lord's work. Like if you're like volunteering at like a homeless shelter, like I don't do that, but if you were doing that, that somebody would say to you, you're doing the Lord's work. Isn't that his job? Why are we doing his work? I don't go into an ice cream shop and start scooping ice cream myself. I'm trying to find a new therapist, but my current therapist keeps threatening to kill himself if I leave, and I don't know who to talk to about it. Sometimes at the store they'll have these tortilla chips. They have tortilla chips at the store. I don't know if you've heard of this, and they say hint of lime on the bag, implying that there's just a little bit of lime. And sometimes I've had them before, and I bit into one. I took a bite of a chip, and it was more just like lime. It was more than just a hint. It was like it's like when somebody's whispering in your ear and they whisper too loud. The lime overpowered the chip, and I didn't enjoy it. My corner store sells ice cream that's often expired, and one time I was really high, and I was like, what if I just go in there and I take one of the ice creams, I go to the cashier and I say, this ice cream is expired. I'm placing it under citizen's arrest. I'll detain it. And then I took the ice cream for free. That doesn't work, but it was a great idea. And I really liked where I was thinking. I was like, you ever have an idea when you're like, what a great idea you just had. Like last night, I made a 3-layer peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I just put all the peanut butter in one, and then all the jelly on the other one. And I was like, look at all the time I saved. How has nobody scooped me up yet? I was on shrooms last week at the VMFA, great place to do shrooms. And I spent about 5 minutes just riding up and down the elevator, the big glass elevator. You know you can do that, right? You can just go in an elevator and just ride it. Like, it does feel wrong, but you can technically just like stand in the, as long as you're not bothering anybody, you can just ride in an elevator. But it was a really beautiful experience riding this elevator up and down, up and down. And then I went home, and as I was coming down off my trip, I checked the news, and it was like, Trump called in the National Guard to DC because crime is bad. That is really funny. Like, I hate him, but like, he was like, I'm calling in the National Guard because crime is bad. That's all, that's, okay, I'm sorry. I feel like that, like, if he wasn't actually the president, I would have been like, that's gold. Keep doing what you're doing. This is my impression of Reddit for babies, and it's like this is a post. Babies of Reddit, goo goo gaga. I am one. Watch some food, but my mom, F35, is at the store. We have fun here. I've self-diagnosed myself with diarrhea. Look down, oh, I know what that is. That's diarrhea. I don't need to be like all you folks. Doc, what is this? What it's so... I know what that is. You fuckers are out here diagnosing yourself with like ADHD or bipolar 2 or BPD or ADD. Depressive disorder. I think it's... I think that it's pretty almost reassuring in a way that Kill Tony is the guy who's on, like he's Tony. In kind of the same way that Trump was like the apprentice. Like, you don't have to be good at something to be like the arbiter of who else is good. I don't think Kill Tony's ever said anything in my life that's made me laugh. That's not even a joke. I'm just speaking my truth. Like it's Sunday. You guys have been fantastic. What a lively crowd. Thank you so much. I've been Evan Fagan. All right, appreciate it.
everybody. Keep it going for Evan Fagan. Evan Fagan. All right. It was good. I agree. Let's all give Evan positive feedback. Come on.
I would have gotten a second diagnosis personally.
That's true. That diarrhea could be caused by IBS. You're not qualified to decide that. All right. Let's move on and leave poor Evan's colon alone. Your next comic coming to the stage. This guy. Let me tell you something about this guy. This guy has homeless guitar player energy. And now everyone knows who is next. Your next comic definitely knows how to roll quarters. Put your hands together for Calvin Sinclair.
Yes, indeed. Woohoo! We having fun tonight? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're having a grand old time. Yep. My grandfather, he said, make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh, sonny. That was the last words he said to me before he died. Right before I pushed him off that cliff. He fell for a long time. I can still hear the screams now. Anyway. A Jehovah's Witness gave me one of those Jesus pamphlets the other day. And I was reading through it, and one of the pages, there's this line in it where it was like, Jesus chose to die for your sins. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on now. He chose to die for our sins? I mean, I know he died for our sins and shit, but like, was that his choice? Like, I thought they captured him and then beat him up and then hung him on a cross. Am I missing something here? I don't think Jesus woke up one day and he's like, say, gang, I've just hatched a great idea. How about you guys beat the shit out of me and then kill me slowly, huh? Gotta do it for everybody's sins. And then the Romans are like, all right. If you really want us to, Jesus, we'll do it. All right, let's talk about Jacob McFadden. The worst I ever saw Jacob bomb at comedy was when I saw him do a 3-hour set at Chuck E. Cheese. Man, you should have seen the looks on those little kids' faces. Oh my fucking God. Talk about traumatized. Anyway. Alright. I didn't bring any notes up here. This is all off the cuff, my mans. And my ladies. What if I refer to everybody as that? My mans and my ladies. That's how people talk in New Orleans. People in New Orleans, they call everybody my baby. Like, no matter what the context is, they're like, how you doing today, my baby? Nice day, isn't it, my baby? Or they're like, get your fucking foot out of my ass, my baby. That shit hurts. Say, man, you got 15 cents? I got the hungries. Oh, man. Okay, the other day I was driving down the street and a crackhead jumped in front of my car and he just stood there like this. And I'm honking my horn, you know, and he doesn't move. And he just goes, what you gonna do, motherfucker? And I think that's a pretty ballsy question to ask, you know, because like he's on foot and I'm in a car, you know. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm gonna do, you know. I'm gonna pull over and start crying profusely. I think it's very obvious. You know, people say crack is whack. I think when people say crack is whack, it's kind of the same as like when they say they think the Beatles suck, you know? It's like, well, you must never really listen to the Beatles. I went to an AA meeting. I tried to work the 12 steps of recovery, but I was drunk, so I wound up falling down them instead. Get it? The 12 steps? Alright, whatever. I don't fucking know, man. I don't do comedy because I want to, man. I do comedy because it's court-ordered. I had a choice between this and the Army. They're like, you could either go to the Army or you could do every open mic in Richmond. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm not funny. They're like, neither are any of the other people. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Especially that Jacob guy. Jesus Christ. I started out doing comedy actually at Jacob's old open mic in 2012. And he was even more annoying then than he is now. Back then he'd get up there and be like, hey everybody, what's going on? I fucked all your moms and blah blah blah, whatever. I ran my cock in a cheese grater and... Actually, he was actually funnier then. I should give him more... He looks pissed now. Sorry, Jake. I should have... It was more fun back then. It was more fun. Yeah. And also you got 10 minutes, you know, so like people just be up there. They wouldn't have any jokes. They'd just be like, I'm from Richmond, but I lived in Georgia for a while, but I also lived in Sweden, but actually Georgia, but then I went to Mississippi and I went to school there, and then I had 3 kids with this crackhead waitress that I met, and then I decided that I didn't want him anymore, so I threw him in a dumpster, and then, I don't know. They just do that shit for like 10 minutes. It wasn't funny. I don't know. It was bad, man. It was bad. You guys having fun or what? All right. I don't understand why, I don't understand this. You guys watch porn, right? You guys like porn, yeah? They got these videos. They're called jerk-off instruction videos. You know what I'm talking about? Where the woman guides you through your masturbation. Like, what the... Like, here's the thing. This is why I got a problem with this. When it comes to masturbating, I don't really need any fucking guidance, all right? I'm pretty good at it on my fucking own. And also, what's the fucking fantasy that I'm jacking off? I already know I'm jacking off. That's why I'm watching the goddamn video. A fantasy is when something other than what's happening is supposed to be happening, right? Why would I want to fantasize about me masturbating? That's already what I'm doing. All right, whatever. Fuck you guys. All right, one more fucking thing, and then I'm fucking out of here. I have to tell you guys the truth about the human race. I'm gonna say the thing now that... I don't fucking know, man. God, I don't fucking know, man, you know? All right, one more fucking joke, and then I'm fucking gonna make like some dots and dip. I called the suicide hotline recently, not because I'm suicidal, but because I think the operator's voice is really sexy and it turns me on. She's like, tell me how you're feeling right now. I'm like, hey, let's not talk about me, let's talk about you. Then she hung up on me. And it doesn't really get worse than that, getting hung up on by the suicide hotline. That's about as low as it can get. And with that, I'm out of here. My name is Calvin Sinclair. Here's your host, Jacob. Thank you. Thank you.
Calvin Sinclair, everybody. Give it up for Calvin Sinclair. And just to correct the record, we did not do 10-minute sets at Pie. The bartenders all sold Coke, and they gave Coke to comics they thought were good. So sometimes the sets seem like they went on for a long fucking time. And all your teeth got flat by the end of the show. I finally figured out how Calvin Sinclair reminds me of the guy who played Casey Jones in the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. All right. If there were old people in this room, that might have been a reference that works. I do like jerk-off instruction videos, but that's just because I've been married for 5 years, and I love it when a woman's talking about what's actually going on in this room right now. Thank you. Thank you. Delete that. Thank you. All right. Your next comic. Wow, what to say about this guy? He used to get booked on a lot of shows because he managed a bar with a stage. Now he works at a sandwich shop and he's back to doing open mics. Everybody put your hands together for the inebriated Danny McCabe.
inebriator, I hardly know her. That's my first joke. Hell yeah.
Write it down. That's good. Keep it.
Shit, yeah, you know that. Someone was mentioning Axe body spray earlier. I think it was Jordan. I remember being a kid and like getting the Axe body spray Dark Temptation. I was like, finally, I can be black. False advertising.
We brought Josh Ward back just for you to do that joke.
I'm betting my entire comedy career off of Josh Ward's reaction, so. It was just a joke, man, I swear, no. Oh, man, give it up for Calvin Sinclair, everybody. Give it up for Calvin Sinclair, woo! He's what I like to call schizo comedy. No, he didn't say that in his set, but I got a feeling. Everybody, guys, August has come around and, we're not living the same fears we had in April, y'all. Like, these tariffs, I guess they got delayed again. I remember back in the spring, everyone was talking about these tariffs. Tariff this, tariff that. Tariff. I got so sick of it. I was like, how about you tariff my pants and suck on my balls?
Hey!
Yeah, I bet you never thought of that before, The past year, everyone's been talking about Israel. I was like, why don't you pull my pants down and see if it is real? All right. I'm actually afraid of that last tag because usually it bombs. Yeah, a lot of people like to try and give me tags for that one, but I always block the aid. Topical, am I right? Topical. Guys, I just turned 27 this summer. Can I hear it for that? Very much appreciated, very much appreciated. 27's a fun year, guys. It's like the first year of like real adulthood. You're no longer a young adult, It's like, if you're under 27, you got $20 in your bank account, it's like, that'll work out. You're over 27, you got $20 in your bank account, it's like, brother, you gotta figure it out, man. You gotta figure it out. It's real shit, But that's okay, because I think like 27 is the 1 year of adulthood I'm okay with like, dying suddenly, right? Not for like any suicidal purposes, I just think it'd be cool to be in the 27 club, I think that'd be real cool, And you're probably wondering yourself, Danny, why would you want to be in the 27 club? And I'll tell you, it's like, I want my face to be on a shirt at Hot Topic. All right? In between the shirts of The Nightmare Before Christmas and Rick and Morty, you see those shirts and it's like Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix. Think about this next one, Danny McCabe. Fucking up there, I think that'd be pretty cool. I want teenagers to buy shirts with my face on it, just so 40-year-old incels can come up to them on the street and like, you don't know Danny McCabe. Name 3 of his fucking jokes. What was his cat's name? All right, I was at Home Sweet Home with 5 people in the audience watching Danny McCabe perform. Do you think that's a fucking fashion statement? All right, when you guys are over 40, all right, and I'm dead, I don't want y'all to do that to some teenagers. Not cool. Not cool.
I thought you wanted to get into the 27 club so you know it's like to get into a club. Hey!
Hey! I know. Hey, give it up for Jacob, who still thinks it's 2009 that you don't have to just pay $20 and you get into a club. Like, they're trying to get people in there, man. You're watching Bluey, and I'm trying to blue it down on the dance floor,
Sorry I went clubbing when women still fucked. Oh.
Women still fuck, they just don't fuck Jacob, am I right? No, that has never been a problem for me, brother. Never been a problem for me. Any guys ever been involved in the, Any guys ever been involved in the service industry, right? We got any cooks, bartenders, servers? Let me hear it for y'all. when y'all were in the service industry, did y'all love your coworkers? See, Jacob said no. Jacob said no. And you see, that's a good point, because it's either, I've like, whenever I've told this joke, it's like either, yeah, I'll fucking love them, or no, fuck that, I fucking hate them. Like, it's very ride or die, like, for when it comes to your service coworkers. Like, it's either, I would take a fucking bullet for them, or I will be the one putting a bullet in them. There's no in between, there's no in between. I will say the one thing is I used to have one friend in the industry, man. We would go out drinking till like 3 in the morning until he would start contemplating life. And, you know, the thing is he would be able to call out if he got too hungover. I used to fucking hate it about him. So I would always talk him through these talks, because I'd be like, dude, I'm here for you. I love you, man. I'll help you out. But I swear to God, if you do not show up and you call out for our 11 a.m. shift tomorrow, I will be your 13th reason. Next time we're drunk together, I'll be saying, do it. Text her. I want you to feel all those feelings. See what happens. Fuck that. Guys, I'll leave you on one last one here. We feeling the love this summer? Right?
You're just trying to get a coworker to kill themselves.
Exactly. That's love.
Not very consistent this set. The pacing's off.
Your pacing's off. Walking around in circles.
I know it. I've been
Walking around in circles. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this much. Don't listen to Jacob, okay? You know, feel the love this summer. I know I did. I just got out of a like kind of short-term relationship. Y'all feel that? Everything was all good, you know, like, things ended pretty naturally, you know, pretty mutually, all good on all terms. I just had, like, one thing about her that I didn't love, is, like, she got way too freaky too fast, all right? You know, she was, like, pinning me down first date, and she's like, it's like, I want to get on top. I want to call you Daddy. I go, it's Danny. Daddy is my father. Dumb bitch. All right, guys. My name's been Danny McCabe. Thank y'all so much. Let's bring Jacob McFadden back up here.
That was Danny McCabe. He doesn't like a woman who will do what he can't do. So that's interesting. Danny's daddy. It's a hop on pop joke. All right, well, guys, we are down to our final few comics of the evening, but I know that we're all excited about it. Yeah. We all feel that energy. Yeah. Yeah, come on, guys, it's August. I know we can feel that energy. Yeah. Your next comic. Just finished performing on a booked and paid show, and then came here. Just to remind everybody that this is not a fulfilling hobby. It is actually one that constantly reminds you that you are less than dirt, even on your highest of days. Everybody, put your hands together for the headliner of Waynesboro, Waynesville, Wayne and Garth, Wayne and something, Wayne's. For Waynetown, it's Kade Wonders.
Woo! Waynesboro. Happy birthday.
Hello, I just made $25. Ayo. Fuck. Cool. All right, how we doing? You chilling? Hell, you're just an audience member, just vibing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's up? Oh, you did a shit ton of mushrooms. Hell yeah, brother. You're the happiest person in this bar right now. I love that. I have a new hobby that I like to do. I like to go on Google Maps Street View. Has anyone gone on Google Maps Street View and like gone to see all dates? And like you look back in time at the same street view? Like at its worst, I did it in my neighborhood, North Highland Park, and at its worst, it's just like time-lapse gentrification. But at its best, the 2007 pictures do look like GTA on PS2. Pretty cool. But I hope that like these records are there in like 50 to 100 years, because I think back, like it would be cool if you could like do it back in time. Like it's like 1960s, you're like clicking down a street in Texas, all of a sudden you see JFK waving, then you click down the street once more, he busted. Cool, Jacob liked that one. Nice. You're clicking through somewhere in California, Summer of Love, 1960 whatever, and then you pause and you like do the little zoom in on the crowd and you're like, wait, is that the throat goat, Nancy Reagan? That was also for Jacob. Cool. I gotta think of a third example, but we'll get there. How do we feel about, what's your name, sir? Dave? Darian. That's a hippie name. I like it. I see. Yeah, you got the drug rug backpack. That's nice. Can we say drug rug still? Is that cool? Cool. You gotta check these days. You can't say anything these days, Darian. That's the kind of comic I am. How do you feel about PDA? Public displays of affection.
Pretty solid.
You're into it?
Yeah, depends on the spot.
Depends on the spot, like high school hallway, you like to see some teens fondling each other. Cool. I don't like PDA. I am proudly anti-PDA. And like, I always have been. Like when I was younger, I was like, oh, I guess I'm just like lonely and prudish. But now, I still hate it. And I'm like, okay, I'm just grumpy and mean. That's nice. And like, I feel bad, because it is always straight couples that I see doing it. And like, I don't want to be just another like mean gay person. But I look at it and I get why straight women aren't satisfied. Like, bro, why are you rubbing her palm in a circular motion? You're gonna give her a rash. Like, you're rubbing this lady's palm like it's like a Mario Party minigame. But like, this is not a Japanese joystick. This is a white lady with sensitive skin. I see her keratosis pilaris, you can't lie. And I feel like the other one is like women will like rub their like guy's head like he's a dog. But like, he doesn't like it. He's not even doing the leg thing. Keep the puppy play at home, freaks. Nice. I know Jacob has kids. Josh, you have kids? Who else has? Why did y'all decide to have kids? Jacob's Catholic, so you can say that, yeah.
I always wanted sons.
If it was a daughter, you'd be like, throw the thing in the river. Let's run this back.
I'm giving her back.
I love that. You're not going to throw it in the river. You're just going to be like, that's not mine. That was a mix-up.
I was just going to walk out of the hospital and just pretend I was never there.
I like that. You should move to China. One-child policy. They got no girls, dog. I like to ask people that. Some people will admit. I like when people admit that it was a mistake, like it was an accident, because then I just love that like a straight couple's mistake is a lesbian couple's $100,000 investment. Like they saved for that. Now, but my wife and I recently decided. We decided this year, Darren, I'm married. That's a crucial plot point. Hell yeah, brother. Got in before they overturned it. Hell yeah. Hey, Hitler and Clinton said they're going to overturn gay marriage, so it's going to happen. That was the first thing I saw on the internet today. I was like, what that old bitch know? And, no, but my wife and I decided we don't have kids. We don't. And we got, like, questions and, like, pushback. People are like, well, who's gonna take care of you when you're older? But, like, we don't want to spend $100,000 just to have two, like, spiteful hospice workers at our disposal. People are like, who's going to plan your funeral? We got 4 cats. They're going to be hungry. The bodies are handled. The best one's been, this is actually Lucy Benino. It was like, hey, who's going to stop you from getting scammed when you're older? I'm like, Lucy, that's a terrible point. You're a lesbian. Why are you pro-natalist? I'm going to send this to her afterwards. Thank you, Silver. I'm not actually. But no, I feel like that's a terrible reason to have kids. Like, why are you going to pop out like your own fleshy antivirus software? Like, here are my boys, Norton and McAfee. Let's go. I don't really have to get worried about getting scammed, Darian. I don't. Because, not when I'm older, naturally. Because my wife is already getting us scammed, actively. She has lost us $1,500 in scams. Not a small amount. The first one was on fake Justin Bieber merchandise. We're nodding? Yeah, not for her, for me. Because, like, I grew up during, like, peak Bieber fever, and I didn't like him then. I was like, ew, sissy boy. But then, when I started to transition, I was like, that's my guy. That's the man I want to be. And you might be like, hey, that's just a butch lesbian. But like McDonald's, I want the boy toy. Give it to me. Second time she got scammed, fake Taylor Swift tickets. There's no white ladies here to be sad about it. But it was upsetting to me, because like, I like to pretend like, oh, we're gay, we're interesting, I'm trans, we're fun, we're different. But I'm still just married to another white lady at the end of the day. It's tough. The next scam, I think, is you get like those like scam texts from like the DMV or Social Security. She gets those and she shows them to me every time. And she's like, babe, is this one real? And I'm like, babe, there's a country code attached to it. Like, we have not exported the DMV to Djibouti yet. I like that that's funny just because it's Djibouti. Was anyone in Model UN or is it just me? Hell yeah. Nerd squad, just me. That was always the fun country to go in. Do you know where Djibouti is? Somewhere in Africa. Actually, I think it's like Middle East Africa, something like that. You should do the countries quiz on Sporkle. Yeah. You ever been on Sporkle, Darian? You should go. Are you gonna, do you remember, I've never done mushrooms, I'm boring. Hello, I like your shirt. I finished my like new stuff that I wanted to work on, so now I'm just talking to, why did you guys come up here?
Because you're here.
Thank you. What's my name?
He's an actual professional comic that just got paid.
I got paid $25 today. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
That's a SAG minimum. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm hitting up an agent now.
Kate's gonna wow you in the next 3 minutes. Take a seat. You're gonna love this.
Do you want me to do an actual joke for you guys? No, you just whispered. You guys were like, you were just like, hey, should we get out of here? Was this a mistake? It's all right. I never watched open mic comedy before doing it myself. I love people who come and watch open mic comedy. You guys are heroes. You're like, yeah, I will watch these like mentally ill weirdos speaking to a microphone. I like it. I like it. I can't see what she's saying. You said it's fine. That's good. Oh, have you been to an open mic before?
I've been to this one time.
To this one. Were you at the one where the guy took his dick out? You gotta keep coming.
Loves it, Sean.
Everyone loves that
I
one.
hated it. He almost threw me over the balcony.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Yeah. One time a guy came up here, this like homeless guy, houseless guy, he came up here. I like that your face was like, homeless guy. That guy, you were like, whoa! He came up here, he put his bag down, he was like, don't worry, there's not a gun in it. And then he turns around and he has this big ass machete on his hip. Yeah, and then he tells a bunch of one-liners about heroin. It's nice. So like, that's not what you're getting right now. What's up? Yeah, you got it. Hey, don't do that around Jacob. He's sensitive. Sorry. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do... What am I hate comics who ask what time they're at. 2 minutes? Bet. Any gay people in here? Any other gay people? Good. Fuck them. Yeah, he wishes.
I do wish.
I know. I like when straight men are like, oh, I wish I was gay. I would get so much dick. But then they look like Danny, and I'm like, would you? Silver like that one.
Someone from the audience said that. I didn't. They just sound like me.
What was there? The audience. It was my other friend, Janny.
Janny, yeah.
Nice.
I like your joke because we all know gay men are so discerning.
No, they're just mean, Jacob. They're just mean.
We've all never fucked me before.
Hey, I know that's right. I like many other gay people sometimes. I like many other gay people. Specifically gay people that talk how Fox News thinks gay people talk. Like I walked into this place the other day and there's this massage therapist talking about like their massage work. And they were describing their work as working with individuals to help them overcome trauma and reclaim platonic intimacy by decolonizing Reiki. And I hear that, and I get why like a 6-year-old lady in Lynchburg thinks that's the devil's talk. Because I was homophobic for like 7 days after that, like full 8 days a week, honestly. I walked them on that one. They were like, too much casual homophobia, we got a blast.
She's a Reiki practitioner.
Fuck! That was probably the person I saw. I'm sorry, massage therapist.
It heals without touching.
It's tantric! Hell yeah. Let me see. Give me a topic. What's one thing on your brain? Sandwiches. Do you guys remember, so whenever I think of sandwiches, do you guys remember, do you guys watch Pocahontas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember when like the white man is a demon? and they sing Savages. You ever sung that but sandwiches? That hit for two people good. Sandwiches, sandwiches, barely even human. Say that. Hell yeah. Alright, this is a joke I wrote like 3 years ago, and I don't tell it anymore, Darian. This one's just for you. I walked by a license, I was driving, I saw a license plate. Virginia has the most like vanity plates. People like spending money to like customize their plates. And I saw this one a couple of years ago, and it said pro jock. I think it should have said anti-fag. Jocks hate cigarettes. Boom. That's why I don't tell that one anymore, Darian. It's not that good. The funny part is that I say fag. And people think that's funny. Because gay is bad. You know who else thinks gay is bad? Your host, Jacob McFadden. Bye.
You have Kade Wonders, everybody! My favorite part of Kade's set is when Kade called the person homeless. And then quickly corrected themselves that they want to make clear it's not just that they have a place that's bereft of love. They also are houseless. So they have no physical location and a place there no one loves them. Kade said that when they started transitioning that Justin Bieber was his icon. It's a lot of trouble you went through and all you really had to do was get groomed by Diddy.
Literally.
Yeah. Just kidding. He was innocent. Or I think he's guilty, but he's still innocent. So I'm not sure how I'm supposed to interpret the verdict. He's not guilty of being guilty, but he is guilty. God damn it.
Some not all.
Yeah, some not Louie. You're the black guy in the room. What am I supposed to think about Diddy? What? Well, I can't go to Josh for every black guy thing. I don't know what. Hey, why won't you just tell us what we're supposed to think about Diddy? All the white people want to know. What? You want Diddy to get off the stage. I understand. I think he's guilty but not guilty of the worst thing. Right? Right?
Yeah.
He's a rapist, but not a criminal enterprise rapist. So, whew, God damn it, I'm sweating. All right, we're gonna bring your next comic to the stage. This guy had nothing to do with the Diddy prosecution. He was here a couple weeks ago when we had a huge audience. There were a ton of people here. And then he said, wow, I was drunk and I went and tried that and it was so much fun. Let me come back and do it again. And this is what he got. Everybody put your hands together for George Dutra. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. He's an N-word himself. In fact, his first name is Noah. Everyone give it up for the N-word I'm allowed to introduce. It's Noah Messarge.
Yes, I am an N-word. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. Some of you might think he was joking about having a Hitler joke, but I was standing behind him, and he had a little piece of paper. He was scratching out the word Hitler, and I was like, you know what? That's probably for the best. So, definitely was not kidding about that.
Never seen a guy scratch something out with 4 angles on it before.
Yes, that is true. Well, you know what, guys? My name's Noah, and thanks for coming out. Actually, give a round of applause for Jacob tonight, being an excellent MC, the best of the best. I am very broke, and I think about that a lot. I don't have a lot of money. I think I inherit that from my father, probably, if I had to guess. But I think about money in weird terms, weird, patterns of money. I think about money I'll go into a gas station and I'll be in the fridge aisle and I'll be looking at the water and I'm I could probably buy all of the water at this gas station and then I would have no more money. But the sad thing is I wouldn't be able to buy it all. I would just be able to buy half of the water that they have in the back, and then that's it. That's all of my money I've invested in water. So that's about how much money I have. You can figure the math out at your local gas station. I like water. I do. You ever look at a bottle of water? It says with flavor-enhancing minerals, and I'm like, holy shit, you're right. It tastes just like more water. It's more water than water. I love when they have that. I was at the grocery store the other day. You ever grocery store? You ever call it the grosh? Ever call it the grosh? I sometimes call it the grosh. No? Okay.
I like phrase it grosh.
The grosh, that's what I call it when I'm talking to my girlfriends. And, I was in the baking aisle. Why? I don't bake. I'm not a baker. I don't have one of the hats. Anyways, I was in the aisle and I was looking around and I saw a bottle of extra virgin olive oil, and I started thinking about, the term extra virgin and, olive oil. I'm like, that term doesn't really apply to olives now, does it? I don't know any slutty olives. I don't know about you guys, but I don't hang around with that crowd. No, I think that term needs to be applied, to people. You could be at your work and you're like, hey, my friend Steve? He's an extra virgin. Yeah, no, Steve hasn't been laid in 2 lifetimes. He's a real virgin, guys. Really, okay. All right, that's my extra virgin olive oil material. Okay, let's moving on. Yes, we, I was thinking about eggs the other day. I was just looking around the house, and you guys like to make hard-boiled eggs at all? Hard-boiled eggs, right? Yeah, I think they should rename them to hard-to-peel eggs. Because I can never open the damn things. All right, that's my Mitch Hedberg material for tonight, I guess. Okay.
Baking soda.
Baking soda, thank you. I don't know why I said thank you. I shouldn't say, I say thank you a lot when I don't need to say thank you, somebody will hand me my cash back and they're like, I'm like, thank you. Like it's my money that they're giving back to me, and I'm like, this is the nicest thing that anybody's ever done to me. I appreciate it. I don't know, it's a little weird. I was thinking about my father. My father is he's a heavy smoker, I don't know if your father is a heavy smoker, and when I say heavy smoker, I mean he's overweight and he smokes a lot. He's a real heavy smoker, okay. All right. My girlfriend, I'm dating. I don't know if you can, I kind of have the appearance. No, I don't. I don't know what I'm saying. You ever start talking and you have no fucking clue what you're saying? You're just saying magical words. Anyways, no, I do have a girlfriend, and sometimes when I'm talking to her, she'll just get sick randomly. You ever have a girlfriend who just is minutes away from being running a 102 fever? It's kind of annoying. It gets a little old pretty fast. At what point do I just hire hospice to come by and just manage her blood pressure levels and temperature? I made more soup this past year than my mom's made soup in her entire lifetime, which should say a lot. You guys obviously live in Virginia or you're visiting. Do you guys have these friends that just like to hunt? You know what I mean? You guys have hunting friends that I know so many people who just they get guns and then they just go in the woods. What the fuck? You just go into the wood, they put an orange vest on, these little with the Velcro, it snaps on, and then they just go march into the nearest patch of forest. I don't understand this shit. And these are my friends, so I try to relate to them, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna take your guns out, we're gonna go hunt some deer. You want to join? Do you hunt, Noah? And I'm like, I have to come up with something. So I tell them I hunt, but I don't like to hunt in the woods while wearing orange. That's not me. No, I tell them I'm like, no, thanks guys. I'm gonna drive my car late at night on the highway, and if I hit a deer, that's what I'm taking home. All right, that's gonna finish up my time. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. Bring Jacob back up, appreciate it, and have a good night.
Yeah, but no Messarge, everybody. No Messarge. You should take your friends up. Now that I'm in my late 30s, the amount of times that I've had friends be like, do you want to come hunt? Do you want to learn how to hunt? I'd be like, nah, I don't know about that. And now I'm too old to be like, yes, I'd like to be the new guy doing this group activity for men. It's uncomfortable, but I would love to suddenly have 300 pounds of meat in the freezer. That would save so much fucking money. All right. Noah said he doesn't bake because he doesn't have the hat. Based on that, I assume you just sell newspapers for a nickel in the town square. Josh, did you want to come up and respond to George? All right, everybody, here to talk to George, I guess. It's Josh.
There we go. Put your hands together, goddammit. All right, so first of all, George, let's just pretend we never talked earlier, all right? It's a good bit. It's not, no, just listen. It's a good bit. You said ninja. I said say N-word.
I almost stuttered too, I almost did too.
Yes, you need to say N-word throughout. When you get to the end, you can't say nigga. You can say wigger. You already say that word.
You told me downstairs.
I understand, but after testing it,
Big truth comes out.
after testing it,
My half Mexican.
and hold
not
on,
my wigger.
if you're not gonna listen, George, this is pointless. All right. Also, you left out a lot of the story. You gotta bring up Wu-Tang. You gotta make the rap connection and make it the intimate. It's like you gotta build to something. You can't just skip all the meat and go right to the N-word. So you did it wrong to begin with. But I think you can say wigger. And then you can tag that with, so now I gotta have an uncomfortable conversation about, to explain to her a white person with N-word tendencies. So you connect the N-word, 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 N-word all throughout, say wigger, and then after that, basically explain to her what a wigger is, which in a sense explains what an N-word is, just with white, from the white perspective. So you can do it that way and be safe. You can't say the N-word, bro.
A wigger and the other are completely different things. One is a term of endearment. A wigger is somebody being an imposter.
That's not true at all. Wigger literally means white person showing N-word tendencies. That's literally what it means.
Is wigger safe? Is wigger safe?
Yeah, you can say that.
I can say wigger.
You can say wigger. Wigger. If you're gonna be, what I'm saying, if you're gonna be that edgy.
Yeah, but if you were to be like, hey, explain what that word means, I couldn't.
Exactly, and then you say, I can't explain. Like you make it funny that way and connect to the fact that you can explain.
How they receive it. However, my question is being black woman.
Can she say wigger for how long? Is that our word?
Hold on, I want to hear a question. What's your question?
No. Because I want to do all of this. You said, can I say it? And for how long?
I didn't say for how long. I just said, can you say it?
I mean, I feel like yes, I would say it. Like, am I okay with
Yes.
my judgment? Yes. Okay, so my question is, how long though? Like, if you're educating a person, how long will it come to a person, like, you know, it comes to a,
What do you want to drink? Do you want to drink?
Alright, I'll listen to him.
Can I take that answering?
Hold on, she has to ask the full question first, because she said, how long? How long?
Not so long how you were in the bathroom or whatever. Just how long are you willing to tolerate whatever is happening in that situation?
Which situation?
Like any situation. Like, I'm a black woman, so like any situation where like people make
Make derogatory jokes?
derogatory jokes, or like I'm not vocal, so they want to say shit about the fact that I'm quiet about stuff, just about anything.
Let's have a drink and we can talk downstairs. Let's have a conversation. All right, guys, this has been a great show. This has been Home Sweet Home. I'm Jacob McFadden. Everybody get home safe. Have a good night.